Robeson Jewish Home began in 1920 as the Old Jewish People's Home. In the 50s, we came to the Boundary Street property, and from there we expanded over the next 100 years from the infirmary or intermediate nursing care to providing care at all levels for all people, including affordable housing, assisted living, independent living, post-acute short-term nursing care, long-term intermediate care, adult day services, and in-home care. We have come an amazing distance in 102 years.
I had a huge family here, and we were all here in Portland. My grandma was at the Old People's Home, as the first one was called. There's a picture on the wall of one of my aunts that worked for the Old People's Home before it was even the Robeson Home. So it's always been a part of our life.
A year before my mom came to Cedars-Sinai, I visited this center with my son and my daughter-in-law. We could not have been more pleased to see such a degree of care, Jewish environment, a commitment to tradition.
Everybody works together to take care of each and every one of the families. What they contribute, they share. And I've always been a very sharing person, and that's the kind of concept that I want in my life.
Dress up here on a day like this.
The quality of care, the attentiveness that I have seen, and the commitment, dedication among staff, nurses, caretakers is just beyond norm. The institution is going to provide equally as good as family members would provide.
It's about quality of life and the right care for our residents, not how we want to provide it, but how they prefer for their care and service to be provided.
That's Ted, and this is AJ.
We encourage residents to have relationships with one another, to get to know each other. We encourage the staff to get to know our residents as people first.
Where you been?
Hi, beautiful.
The real work of the staff is to help support each individual live their best life.
Oh, I love to play bingo. We have a gentleman here, AJ. We're partners. And I point out, I say, B12. I love it. I love to help him. It just makes me feel so good. 95, and he's still playing bingo. Oh, we got a bingo.
Everybody that's in this environment is my brother or my sister, and I love them. Hi, AJ.
Because of each and every one of you, our residents have a private space to live in. Because of each and every one of you, our residents get to participate in art and literature. They get to go to the opera, they get to go to the theater, they get to travel around Portland and see and hear and feel things that other organizations' residents don't necessarily get to experience. And we couldn't do it without every single one of our volunteers.
This is an institution that, in my judgment, should be labeled as anchor of stability within Jewish community, and should be cherished, should be supported, and it should be ensured that this institution will grow and would have capacity and capability to serve more residents in the long run.
Everything has a time and a place in life. And when it's time to come somewhere, come to the Roschnitz or Cedars-Sinai. They're wonderful places.
Cedars-Sinai is my home, and I love it here.
People should not live in institutions, they should live at home. And so when our residents say, this is my home, and everybody that lives in my home is my family, my mishpucha, my brother, my sister, that is the soul of Cedars-Sinai Park.